What does being found ineligible mean? Have you ever walked out of a US visa interview with the officer telling you, "I'm sorry, you're found ineligible under US law"? It sounds final, almost like the end of your American dream. But is it really the end? Let's break it down. Not long ago, a young professional in Nigeria applied for a US visitor visa. He was confident, had prepared his documents, but at the interview, the officer handed him a refusal letter with the words "ineligible under Section 214B. He was devastated. He thought this meant he could never apply again. But when we reviewed his case, it turned out the officer simply wasn't convinced he would return after his trip. By restructuring his ties to Nigeria, showing his business registration, family commitments, and travel history, he reapplied and was approved. So, what does ineligible really mean? What ineligible means. When a US consular officer finds you ineligible, it means under the Immigration and Nationality Act, INA, you didn't meet a specific requirement for that visa. Some ineligibilities are temporary. You can fix them and reapply. Others are permanent, meaning unless you get a special waiver from the Department of Homeland Security, you'll face the same refusal every time. Common ineligibility, reasons and fixes. Missing documents, INA 221G. If you didn't complete the application or forgot supporting documents, the officer can refuse. Fix. Submit the missing evidence and your application can move forward. Failure to prove you'll return, INA 214B. This is the most common refusal. Officers assume you intend to immigrate unless you prove strong ties to Nigeria. Fix. Provide family, financial, or professional ties to demonstrate you'll return. Criminal grounds, INA 212A2. Serious crimes like fraud or drug offenses create permanent ineligibility. Fix. In most cases, only a waiver can help. Public charge, INA 212, A open parenthesis, A open parenthesis, 4 close parenthesis. If you can't prove financial stability, the officer may refuse. Fix. Strengthen your affidavit of support or show reliable financial backing. Fraud or misrepresentation, INA 212, A open parenthesis, A open parenthesis, 6 open parenthesis, C open parenthesis, I close parenthesis. Lying on your application can lead to a permanent bar. Fix. Only a waiver can overcome this, and they're not easily granted. Previous overstay, INA 212-9B. If you overstayed in the US, you may face a 3 to 10 year bar. Fix. Sometimes waiting out the ban or applying for a waiver is the only option. What you should take away. Being found ineligible isn't always the end. Sometimes it just means the officer wasn't satisfied this time. Other times it signals a legal bar that needs a waiver. The key is to read your refusal letter carefully and understand the exact section of law you were refused under. Call to action. If you've been told you're ineligible for a US visa, don't assume it's over. Review the refusal reason, strengthen your case, and know whether it's fixable or not. If you found this breakdown helpful, make sure to subscribe to our channel, like this video, and share it with anyone facing a visa refusal. And for daily immigration updates and tips, follow us on social media at Law and Visas. Always remember, US immigration rules and requirements change regularly. The information shared here is accurate as of now, but always confirm the latest updates before you apply.